Hi guys and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Swapnali, the co-founder of Arali Workshops, and this video is for anybody who either wants to start a small business, who has started a small business. And in this video I want to really talk about the reasons why so many small businesses fail. See, when you have a business which you start on a bigger scale with a lot of investment, I feel there's a small amount of pressure in a good way to make the business work. But with a lot of small businesses, here's what I have noticed. These are all my personal opinions. Having run a small business myself, and now that I'm teaching a lot of other women how to start their skincare and candle businesses, this is what I have learned and understood, which I'm going to share with you guys. So if you are planning to start one, just keep these things in mind and make sure that you are not making these mistakes. Okay. And on my iPad, I actually have notes with me. So yeah, if you are new here, welcome. I'm Swapnali. Please make sure that you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, and let's get started. The first reason I feel why a lot of people end up having to stop or close their small business is because they have underpriced their service or products. And now I'm not generalizing here, it's only for services or only for products. I'm talking about both, right? A lot of people end up underpricing, thinking, oh my god, if I price this serum for 100 bucks or 200 rupees, no one's going to buy it, because other bigger brands are pricing it at this point. And I understand why people can do that. I think for most people it comes from a place of fear, where you are scared that your products will not get sold. And while I get that, it is not the right approach, because you have to understand these bigger brands, they have a lot of funding. Recently I was reading a case study, because I am studying cosmetology as well. I'm on my next level. So we were doing a case study research, and in that, we were discussing about brand building and this and that. So there are many brands who spend a lot of money in awareness campaigns, meaning, they just spend a lot of money, a lot of marketing budget goes in just making people aware of a particular product. Like for example, a couple of years ago, hair serums were not so popular, they were not so common. For example, a serum for hair growth, or something with silicones, for your hair to make it softer. So which is why, it's very funny, but if you see any movies of the 90s, right, you will see all our actresses, they have like very frizzy hair, because that time silicones were not really a thing, and then eventually they became a thing, and now you see everybody has like soft, smooth, silky, straight hair. It's because of that. But anyways, coming back to my point, um, a lot of these bigger companies, they spend a lot of money in just awareness campaigns, after which they will actually end up selling their main product. So a lot of people who start a small business, they get confused, and they try to copy these bigger brands without understanding that this is a small part of the strategy. They have like many other things, they have many other products. So don't do that, and trust me, people will buy from you. If your product is good, people will come and they will specifically buy from you, right? Like I said, even in my earlier reel, not reel, my earlier YouTube video, that when we were selling skincare products, we were not pricing it cheap. Our prices were expensive and people were paying for that, right? And all those products were homemade. Meenal and I were making it together. They were handmade. We also had a person who was helping us with packing. So everything is, what I'm trying to basically tell you guys is, don't underprice your product. First, understand how to do the pricing the right way, and once you have done the pricing, stick to your pricing, right? I will talk more, maybe in the next video I'll focus more on how to build your Instagram around products, and as a small business, how to build your Instagram. But don't underprice, because many brands, it's not brands, many small businesses, they end up having to shut their business because they don't have enough funds for the next month. And if you are not making money, see, that's the truth, if you're not making money, how will you sustain? You cannot sustain a business if you're not making money, because at the end of the day, you have to understand, every business owners, they have their life. You will have a family, you will have kids, you might not want to have kids, it's up to you. But whatever, you have your day-to-day expenses, which hobbies can't sadly take care of, unless you are like a very rich person or I don't know, like you come from a rich background wherein your life is just, you can just do whatever you want. Great for you, you can actually do so much. But for most people, yeah, we have to make sure the business is making money and not going in losses. The second reason I feel a lot of businesses, small businesses, have to stop, is because they don't treat themselves as a real business. Okay, now I don't mean that every business needs to have like 10 meetings a day and this and that, but you need to have a goal, like where do you see your business in the next 2 years, or where are you going, what revenue are you looking at. Most businesses would start, they just start as a hobby, like oh, I have made a candle, oh, I have made a soap, let me sell it. And then they realize, okay, I'm making like 30-40 thousand just selling that, it's fun, it's good, let me just keep making the 30-40 thousand. While there's nothing wrong as such with that, if you really want your business to grow, you want to reach more people, you need to have a business plan set. Okay, meaning how much, how, like for example, how much money is going to go into marketing. Let's say you make 30,000 this month, how much money from that 30,000 are, can you put aside for marketing for next month, or like whatever, how is it going to work, what other products are you working on. Let's say you have amazing neem and rice soaps. I just made that actually, which is why I said that. But yeah, let's say you are selling neem and rice soaps and they're selling really well. Do you, like at what point do you feel you want to introduce another soap, or what variations of the neem and rice soap can you make? Can you make something for the face, something for the hair, something for kids? Like what is the plan? You need to have a plan, and you cannot just treat it like a hobby, which is something super important. And Meenal and I think today only Meenal made a reel about that, which is you cannot treat your business as a hobby. It is a business, it's not a hobby. Number three is a lack of planning. Yes, people just, I feel, and I feel this because I've seen it, right? I have a lot of students who are themselves selling skincare and candles, right? So I see a lot of people, they don't have a plan. They don't know what they're doing. They are just in it and they are making some money, and there is no plan. There's no plan to grow. Anywhere they have to spend money, maybe it's on a new software or maybe it's a new agency, they will really hesitate and be like, oh, should I not, like I'm making good money, it's okay, I don't need to pay anyone. What happens is, when you have this very scarcity type of mindset, you end up losing a lot of potential clients, a lot of potential orders, bulk orders even, that you could have gotten. Because see, it took me a long time to understand, but you can't do everything, like you can't do everything by yourself. You need to have people, and you need to allocate different tasks to different people if you genuinely want anything in life, like any, like you're talking about business. If you genuinely want your business to grow, you have to learn to allocate tasks to people and then just trust them to do that, right? Like don't allocate, like a Instagram task to a Facebook marketer. I'm not saying that. Or don't tell a random person who has never made a soap to make amazing soaps. You can't do that. You have to, the right people should be given the right tasks, and that is how your business will grow. So you need to have some type of planning as to how are you planning to grow your business. Maybe you can, are you planning to hire some help maybe in 2 months, so that you can teach them how to make soaps and candles and serums, and you can maybe focus on your Instagram page. So you need to start thinking on those lines, in those terms, right? Then the number fourth reason, which is really, really what I think has should have been the first reason, is lack of marketing or poor marketing. Uh, and this is something, every Friday when I have my live session, at least once, I feel I go over this topic, which is, marketing. I feel a lot of people don't really put effort into creating a good Facebook ad or boosting the right post. Boosting the post is something that we teach in our workshop, because that has worked so well for us. It has worked so well for our students that yeah, that is something, and that's easy to do, right? So that is something we tell our students. But people will just make a video with like a background music, and they are just making soap, they are mixing, pouring, and the soap is ready. Now this is a reel which literally every second person on the internet is making, you know what I mean? So it's nothing unique, nothing for which a person will stop their scroll. And trust me, when you are in the scrolling zone, it's very difficult to get a person to stop scrolling and actually click on something. Okay, but anyways, it's very difficult. Like if it's a random ad of like you just making soap, why will anyone see it unless there's like a story to it, unless there's like your face in it, unless you are, like there's something different needs to be there, right? And yeah, I think a couple of weeks back on in our Friday session, that's exactly what we were discussing, and we literally spent 2 hours just discussing, Facebook, not Facebook, sorry, Instagram reels, like what reels can be posted to get more engagement, to get more views, all of that. So make sure that you are thinking and considering marketing, because that's very important for any business. Number 5 is copying other people. And I did mention about this in my first point as well. You can't copy other people. Like we have a WhatsApp group, right? Like all our students, everybody who's, so we have two groups, one for candles and one for skincare. So anybody who makes a new candle, they share that candle on their group. Or anybody who makes a new skincare product, who makes a new serum, lotion, whatever, soap, they always share it on the group. And it's not like anybody else can copy them, and even if anybody else does copy them, the product will not be the same. I'll tell you a very simple reason. When you make a product, let's say you make a blue clay soap, right? You make a blue clay soap. Now I tell you, blue clay is so good, it has these benefits, the soap will do this, it's for this skin type. You will just know what I have told you. But when you figure out the ingredients, you take the time and you decide, okay, I'm going to put rice, I'm going to put neem, I'm going to put blue clay, I'm going to put this, I'm going to put that, you have much more to talk about. And it is just how it is. You can not ever talk about a product very passionately which someone else has created as compared to the one that you are going to make. And this is something, so I also have a personal page where I talk about skincare and stuff like that. So over there also I realize whenever I have tried to copy another creator, my reels just don't do well. But at the same time, when I do some, which I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it is my own idea, it's my own formulation, I share that, it most of the times it does well. Because it's not about the product, it's the way I am talking about the product, my faith and belief in the product. I think those things matter so much more, because at the end of the day, people are going to know the product only as well as you can explain the product to them, right? So having your own unique take, be it soaps, be it skincare, be it candles, be it hair oils, anything, there is so much space for creativity and uniqueness. And that does come with the more you read about it, the more you talk about it, the more you are with people who are doing the same thing as you are. It actually helps to for you to become more creative and for you to get more knowledge. People think that if I'm in a community and I talk too much, I share too much, all my secrets will be spilled. But it's not like that. When you are a part of a community and you're with other people, you end up learning more. As long as you have an open mind and you don't have this mindset of I'm going to copy everyone, or people are going to copy me, or I'm better than everyone. You just have a open mindset wherein you just want to create something really good and help people. You will end up making amazing products. And yeah, these are 5 reasons. I do have 5 more, but I think the video is getting really long, so the next 5 reasons will be in part 2. And let me know what other videos do you want to watch. I will be making more content around making skincare products, a little bit around business as well, some around Instagram, some around YouTube, because I just have like a lot to share with you guys. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and anybody new who is coming on our channel, welcome. And yeah, I'll see you very soon in my next video.